I've never seen or heard Kingsmeadow as loud and good as that game. It was like they were like demanding things from us, like more goals. It was just amazing the way they were supporting all the girls, singing. They were loud. I think that was what, like, it gave us that extra energy.
Hello and welcome to We Are Chelsea, the official podcast of Chelsea Women, brought to you in association with Skoda, who are the official car partner of Chelsea Women and proud supporters of women's sport. I'm Caz De Moraes, and as the Blues approach the end of the season, the fight is still on for the WSL title, and I'm very pleased to be joined by Chelsea players Maren Mjelde and Melanie Leupolz to look ahead to the massive game against Tottenham this week, and also just to get to know them a little bit better. Welcome to We Are Chelsea. Well, ladies, thank you for joining us and welcome to We Are Chelsea. How are you both today?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
I mean, we're approaching the last matches of the season. It's an exciting week. I think as fans, I was just saying to you guys, you feel excited that it's coming down to the last week. But then when you're a Chelsea supporter or you're a supporter of a team that's in it, you're just so nerve-wracked. How are you guys feeling?
Yeah, I think exciting is the right word, because it almost felt like we have lost the title race already, but then we got like a second chance. Yeah. So now we just want to make it sure that we win this title. So yeah, all focus on football, not on vacation. So we really want to finish these two games winning and with success. So yeah, I think excitement is the right word.
Yeah, I totally agree with Melanie. We have been given a second chance. And the performance against Bristol was excellent from the team, scoring 8 goals. And now we're back into it again. And we have 2 games left, but 2 hard games against Tottenham and United. But I feel like now it's back in our own hands. And we kind of know how to get these games, or how to win these type of games as well. So the girls are super ready for this week. There's only 1 week left of the season, which is really weird as well.
Have there been any standout moments or favourite moments from this season so far?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Playing Champions League is always a highlight. Especially also against Barcelona, we did really well. But yeah, like Maren said, I think the 8-0 was also one of the highlights. There are a few.
Yeah, no, there's been a few. I feel I've been watching most of the games, but the Barcelona game away, it was so cool to watch it from. I was watching it from home and just see how the girls performed away against such a good team. Was amazing.
Oh, the Arsenal game back in the days was also really nice.
Yeah, the one at home at Stamford Bridge. Yeah, that was so aggressive. One. Yeah. So there's been good moments, and now we come down to the last week. And we have 2 really cool games to play now.
Yeah, and they are tough opponents, because we've seen Arsenal being an example, what happens when a team lose and then you play them again and they've got an extra fire and something maybe to prove. Do you think Tottenham, off the back of playing against Man United, might have something to prove this week and be tougher than the norm?
Yeah, I think so. And I also think that playing against Chelsea is always a highlight game for all of the teams. So I expect them really aggressive and trying to make our life as hard as possible.
Is there a strategy going into that game?
Probably not something we should reveal, but no, I think it's all about getting the good feeling. Now we have 2 days now to prepare. We know away against Tottenham is always going to be a hard game, especially maybe after their game on Sunday. We know how it feels after a cup final, like no matter if you win or lose. But then they probably really want to win against Chelsea on Wednesday, and we really want to win against Tottenham on Wednesday. So I think it's going to be a good game.
What kind of challenges do you think they present as a team? If we look at Tottenham, and this is a preview episode to that game, what kind of challenges do you think they present?
They have some good players. Our former striker, Beth England, is always a threat. and someone to look out for. But I think just in general, they have improved a lot. New manager from the summer. I think they play really good football. So I think as a collective, they're better than they have been before.
And is there anything extra special about playing in a London derby?
Yeah, it's always special. It's always special to play clubs like them. I think they have they're also a big club like Chelsea is. So I think it's always, it's easier for the fans to watch these games. So I think it will be, super crowded. I think it's sold out, right?
Yeah, I heard it was sell out. Hopefully more Chelsea fans than Tottenham fans.
But it will be loud, busy. That's what we like.
How much do the crowd play a part? Because we saw in COVID that there were some players that thrived with no crowd, and we saw that so many players just dipped without that extra energy. How do you both personally have a relationship with the fans on match days?
I think especially, I keep going back to the Bristol game, but I've never seen or heard Kingsmeadow as loud and good as that game. It was like they were like demanding things from us, like more goals. It was just amazing the way they were supporting all the girls, singing. They were loud. I think that was what, like, it gave us that extra energy. And I think, again, if we can have that against Tottenham away, I think we will get the same response, or we will make sure that we give them the same response.
Right, you heard it here first, fans. You need to demand, and they will provide 8 goals.
That's maybe a bit too much to ask. Yeah.
Talk to me as well about the fact that you've had a bit longer to prepare for this match than some of the previous matches when you guys were in so many competitions and the matches were coming in very quick succession. How has training been in the lead up to this Tottenham match?
Yeah, it was completely different than the previous weeks because, like you said, we had so many days to prepare. The sessions were really competitive. I think it was a lot of fun. We prepared really well. But also had a few days off now, so we are hopefully super fresh and now in the final stage to get ready for the game on Wednesday.
This podcast is brought to you by Skoda, the official car partner of Chelsea Women and proud supporters of women's sport. Whether you're playing five-a-side after work, cheering the kids on from the sidelines on a Saturday morning, or gathering with your mates to watch the big leagues at the weekend, Skoda's the perfect companion for your everyday adventures. Zip around town in the fully electric Enyaq, or give the squad a lift home in the all-new 7-seater Kodiaq. There's something in the range to suit teams of all shapes and sizes. Don't just take my word for it. Search the Skoda range today to jump in and see for yourself. And can you give us a little bit of insight into Emma's training sessions? Because Fran told me that she's very competitive and she was like, we've got this leaderboard and I try and make sure. And then Hannah was telling me that her team won. But then I spoke to Neve, who was very sad because she was like, my team lost and I don't want to talk about it. So give me an insight into Emma's training sessions.
Yeah, I think maybe the last 3 sessions, especially, is only been competition. Okay. Normally, it's more like the day before the game. We have different types of exercises where you can get points. But last week, it was 3 days in a row. And I think on the 3rd day, people were tired because there was so much competition because everyone wants to win. You have some people are on top of the leaderboard, some on the bottom. They want to not be the last. Yeah. And you have those who can go for the win of the season. So it's something that's been going on the whole season. So it will be interesting to see who actually wins now because it's only probably 2 competitions left now, day before a game. So...
Okay.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the most competitive on the team? Because Neve was telling me that even when she plays games with her friends, she's like, I just can't make an effort because if I make an effort and I lose, then they see a different side to me. And so I just have to
She is really competitive. Yeah. She is. But also...
I would say almost everyone in a different way. Yeah. Some are more quiet and they just go to the locker room if they lose. And some are really aggressive and screaming or whatever. So I think everyone wants to win. like
Okay.
trying everything. And I think we have a really competitive team, but that's also because Emma just brings in competitive people, which is good, because then you're always driving the standards and pushing in every session. So yeah, I think it's difficult to say. I think Fran is also really competitive.
She is really competitive. But I think also that's what is the good thing about our team. Like we can have that competitive attitude in training, but I think when it really matters in games, that's when everyone turns up, and I think that's what we do in the biggest moments. So I think that's something that defines us as a group.
I love that. Whereabouts are you guys in the leaderboard?
I prefer not to speak because I've been out for a long time. So so if you're injured,
it's difficult
to even get up there.
Enough.
I was like on the beginning of the season, I did well, and then after Christmas, it's gone down. So not good anymore. No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still okay, but I wish I would be first. I think I'm 5th or 6th place.
That's still good.
Yeah, it's okay.
It is better. Okay. We've touched on the Bristol game, and I spoke to Neve about it, and she was talking about the fans and how electric it was. Talk me through that game. What was going through your guys' mind, knowing that? I mean, particularly for you, it ended up being a very emotional game. What was it like going out? What was it like during the game? And then afterwards, just the thrill and I guess the roller coaster of emotions. I've asked you about 10 questions in one there.
No, but
talk me through it.
No, it was just more for me before the game, when everyone came into the changing room, because then we had seen the result of Arsenal Man City.
Okay.
And I think I've never seen a more like excited team before. Like everyone came in, it was like, now it's our time. Like now we're gonna do it. Yeah. So I'm not surprised about the result, to be honest, because after like how I saw everyone coming into the change room that day, it was like electric. And then the game was just perfect. Like couldn't have asked for more, really. So many goals, so many good performances. Don't know what Guro had for breakfast that morning, but she was on fire. 4 goals. I don't think I've ever seen her score 4 goals in a game before. So
definitely need to ask her what she had for breakfast.
Yeah, because she needs to do that on Wednesday. She needs to do that on Saturday.
And it was a particularly emotional day for you. Describe how it felt walking out, seeing the fans.
Yeah, no, it was a special game. Last game at Kingsmeadow for me after so many years. I think it's a moment that I will remember forever. The way the crowd stayed after the game. They were so loud. I would say, like, with the performance, with the result and everything, how good everyone was. The girls were tremendous. I would say it was a perfect send-off for me, Fran and Emma.
Oh, Melanie, looking from the rest of you, your point of view, what was it like seeing 3 people that are so iconic to Chelsea? Emma, who's been an absolute legend and headway and pioneer. I mean, I'm just spitting out words now, but do you know what I mean? She's just been an absolute leader here at Chelsea. And then you've got Fran and Maren, who have been staple parts of the team. How emotional was it for the rest of the team seeing them up there and knowing that it was their last game?
Yeah, really emotional. I think that was also why everyone wanted to show up even more on their last day in the Kingsmeadow. And everyone had such a big impact on Chelsea in the last couple of years. Because of them, Chelsea's where we are now. So I think we have to be really thankful what they have done in the last years. And it was really emotional. I saw a few tears in Kingsmeadow as well. After we celebrated them, and we just wish them all the best. It's really sad that football is like that, because people move on, people go to different clubs, but they will be really missed in our locker room.
I mean, you've been here since 2016. You've seen Chelsea change so much in this time. Can you sum up the changes and what you feel for this club?
Oh, it's been an amazing journey. I remember, I think it was the first time I met Emma. She said to me, "If you sign for Chelsea, you will become a winner." because before I came to Chelsea, I hadn't won any trophies before.
Talking of competitiveness, I love that.
And I signed, and the rest is history. No, but it's I just think the whole journey, like all the players that I've played with, it's been some amazing players. There still are amazing players in the squad, and I think I will be forever be grateful for having had the chance to play for Chelsea, and especially playing amongst so many good players. It's helped me develop every day, and you can just see, like, now after all these years, we have won so much together, and I think Chelsea will still go on and be a leading club in women's football.
And you've just played in such an iconic era for Chelsea, which is fantastic. Is there a moment or a match that if you could replay again, you'd love to?
Probably. I would say my first FA Cup final.
Okay.
At Wembley in 2018. The reason why I want to play it over is because I'm normally never nervous.
Okay.
When I play. I can be nervous before a game, but during a game, I'm never nervous. But that game, I was nervous for 90 plus minutes. Normally I just enjoy it, but I was like, I just want to win. I want to win this. It was against Arsenal. We won 3-1, but even on 3-1, I was still nervous. So that game, I just wish that I could go back and just enjoy that more. Okay. But then I got the chance to do that again last year in the FA Cup final. So I feel I've kind of played it over again, and I'm happy with the cup finals.
Nice.
Yeah.
Melanie, can you describe what it's been like playing alongside Maren?
Yeah, it's just amazing. She takes so much pressure off the team. She puts everything on her shoulders. So I think especially for young players, it's really nice to play alongside Maren, because you can just feel super free and focus on yourself, because you know you have a leader there. So you don't have to worry about that. And yeah, she's just ice cold when it comes to penalty shootouts. So it's also good to know. So if we have to do a shootout, then Maren will be there, and she will score for sure. So yeah, it was just amazing to play with her.
I love that.
Likewise.
There's so much love in the room, guys. There's so much love in the room. Can you talk to me, Maren, about your relationship with the fans over these years? Because there's been some ups and downs.
Yeah. I think for me, it's more like how the fan base has just grown. Mm-hmm. First games as Staines, there were still a lot of people there coming to Kingsmeadow. I don't think we were selling out the stadium in the beginning, but then it's just been growing and growing. And you can see the same fans that's been there the whole time. I also new ones coming in. And I would say probably, especially for me, when I was going through my injury and stuff, the way the fans were supporting me, believing in me. And that goes to all my teammates, the coaching staff, everyone in the club was still believing in me to come back. And I think that support has got me through some harder times. So that's why I was just so happy to be able to step on the pitch again at Kingsmeadow for the last time, and see how much the fan base has grown, and even us selling out Stamford Bridge. Yeah. Just so amazing to see that. We worked really hard to get to this point, and now we're there, and I just really hope this will continue. And now I will be one of them. I will be one of the Chelsea fans, I think, supporting the girls.
In 2016, could you have imagined the journey that you went on? And could you have imagined that you guys would be selling out Stamford Bridge and playing there?
I think I probably did. Because Chelsea is such a big club. Have so many good, like the history of the club is amazing. And it was just about a matter of time where the women was going to do the same. We still have that Champions League trophy to win. I'm saying we. And that's something I wish they were, or I want them to go on and do. And again, I will be their big supporter in doing so. But just the last 6-7 years been amazing for the women's side. Winning so many trophies, been so close to the Champions League, but that's a hard one to win. There's not many clubs that have won it. So that's a really difficult task.
Yeah, I think you can definitely say we. I mean, I say we and I don't play for Chelsea. Let's also talk about your relationship with Emma, because it's an end of an era for Emma. You're also leaving. What impact has Emma had on your time here?
She was the one that brought me to Chelsea. She and Paul Green. They gave me a promise to win titles if I came to Chelsea. But I think it was probably the same for Melanie. When you get an offer from Chelsea, it's not hard to, like, you know the answer straight away. Like, it was easy for me. I want to come to Chelsea. I want to play for this club. And obviously Emma and Paul is a massive reason for why I'm here. And the years, I feel like everything is just a great journey. We've done so many great things together. I'm just forever grateful for the time I've had here.
Melanie, you touched on the fact that it was a second chance after that Bristol game. So now the next obstacle, the next challenge is Tottenham. How much determination do you guys have going into that game, knowing that you could not only secure that title, but I guess secure that title for Emma in her last season?
Yeah, for Emma, but also for players who are leaving, for us who are staying. It's a club who wants to win the title. We just try to put everything into this game, focus fully. Just make sure we win this game, trying everything, and hopefully we will be the winners afterwards.
And Melanie, I know that you have a son. How difficult is it juggling a full-time physical career? I'm sorry, I'm sure everyone asks you this, but as you can see, it's of interest to me. Not that my job is as physical as yours, but how do you juggle childcare and life as well as being a professional footballer?
Yeah, luckily I had amazing support from Chelsea, from the girls as well. Everyone was so happy and is really supportive. So every time I bring him, everyone is really happy to play with him as well. But sometimes it's difficult, especially with recovery, sleep. After games, you are exhausted from the game, but then you have to be a mom as well. Yeah. But at the same time, it gives you so much energy. Like, I'm so happy when I see him. So it is intense, but it's just lovely. And I'm really happy that I can do both.
And isn't it so wonderful? I remember speaking to Katie Chapman, and she was saying it's so wonderful that my sons are just going to grow up seeing women's football in the same way that they see men's football, and it's just equal to them. The women's game will be on, or the man's game will be on. And
that's amazing that they grow up in this time. My son saw me on TV, and then he saw all of the other girls, and he was always saying mommy, so that's not really right. But yes, he can see that we play football, and he loves to play football as well. So it's just amazing, and hopefully I can bring him one time when we win a trophy as well, that he can see how it is to win trophies, the feeling, the fans, everything. So it's really nice to have him also during my career.
And I guess he's coming to the next couple of games, or does he not come to matches yet?
Normally he doesn't come to matches. Yeah, okay. He doesn't understand the game yet. And
how old is he?
20 months.
Oh, okay.
And the fans are really nice and loud, so we love that, but he doesn't. So I think he's a little bit too young.
Yeah, he's a little bit too young.
But soon he will be in the stadium for sure.
Yeah, and you'll get those pictures of mum, dad, son, and the big trophy.
Hopefully.
Maren, I have to ask you before we go, what does the future hold for Maren?
That is a good question.
Not to put you on the spot or anything.
I think it's going to be bright. No matter what I do, I am excited for what comes next. But I still don't have a clear answer for you. Okay. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be, football is going to be involved, I'm pretty sure.
It must be such a hard transition to go from being a player in a club that is just the norm and your stability, and then maybe not knowing, but also some excitement to know that the future is open and options are all there.
Yeah, because now it's been 7 years here, and that's been my life. Like, I have known for 7 years what I'm gonna do the day after, and now it's gonna be something completely new. Which it's like Melanie said earlier, like, this is football. you stay in the club for a while. I probably didn't even think I was going to stay at Chelsea for this long. Well, you always hope and you dream. But when I signed back in 2016, I probably didn't think that I was going to still be here in 2024. So no, it's going to be interesting, and I'm just in general really excited for the future.
Well, listen, ladies, I know that you've got to get to training, so I won't hold you up any longer. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us on We Are Chelsea.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to We Are Chelsea, the official podcast of Chelsea Women, brought to you in association with Skoda, who are the official car partner of Chelsea Women and proud supporters of women's sport. Remember to subscribe to the feed, give us a review, and send in your questions to wearechelsea@chelseafc.com. See you next time.